Welcome to video 3 in this series. My name is Bev Drew and I'm your facilitator for this video. In this video, I will help you tune your ears to understand what youth are saying to you. There are different things you will hear from youth, and it's really helpful to understand what they're saying and what it might mean. And this knowledge can determine how we as helpers respond for the best outcome. After you have started to build a trusting relationship, get them talking. When we have a chance to talk with a skilled service provider, we learn a lot about ourselves, and that's the mission. A skillful helper will ensure that this young person has more opportunity to speak than they do. So that's kind of a test of, is this a good conversation? What we want to hear is their experiences, their thoughts and feelings, their ideas, their decisions, what they value, what they believe, and what they want for their future. The research is really clear. When we talk, especially about the possibility of change, we're more likely to make that change. Some talk will be about staying the same, continuing their drinking. In MI, they call this sustain talk, as it is about sustaining or keeping the behavior, staying the same. You might hear them say they like the way alcohol makes them feel. It's fun to drink with my friends. It helps me forget the tough stuff, or it's just expected of them in their community, so they go along with it. Another kind of talk you might hear is about making a change. You might hear about some of their negative experiences they're having because of alcohol. Perhaps they've had hangovers or drank so much they passed out. Perhaps they got into an argument with their parents, failed an exam at school, or maybe they were involved in a car crash. They might start giving you hints that they're thinking about change, that they would consider it. And you can really shine a light on this and guide the conversation so they talk more about change and they explore that idea more. You might also hear discord. Discord in MI used to be called resistance. Some time ago, Miller and Rolnick changed this language. They felt that resistance just didn't fit well with MI, as it insinuates that there's something wrong with the client, that it's their fault or their flaw. They changed the word to discord. Discord is like a disharmony in the relationship and reflects that the clinician, yourself, also contributes to this feeling of discord. There are things we might say or do that can cause discord in youth. Perhaps we've told them what they should do, what they need to do. Perhaps our facial expression showed a little bit of judgment. Maybe we pushed them too quickly to try to make a change. Whatever we've done, whether it's on purpose or not, makes a difference in this relationship. When there's discord, you might hear or see some of the following. You can't make me. It's none of your business. Who are you to tell me what to do? You don't understand how hard this is for me. They might completely ignore you, give you the silent treatment. You might see their body language change. Maybe they cross their arms and turn away from you, no eye contact. They might actually yell at you, or they might stand up and leave. That's discord. And there's things we can do when we see that discord, when we feel it happening, to reduce it. First off, you can reflect their discord so they know you understand. You're not sure you can trust me. You can explicitly give them their autonomy. I can't tell you what to do. Nobody can. You make your own decisions. I don't intend to try to make you change. Youth will make their own decisions, as they should. We all make our own choices too, even when we might face unpleasant consequences. It's totally up to us. If you feel you've done something, you can offer an apology if you recognize you've maybe caused the discord. I'm sorry you think I'm not listening. Let me try again. Tell me what you want me to understand. Or, I'm really sorry I was late for our appointment. You can provide an affirmation, saying something about a strength you see in their discord. You have thought about this a lot, and you have lots of ideas about what you want to do. To understand change, we need to understand ambivalence. Ambivalence is feeling two ways about something. It's where we sit when we are considering changing something that might not be good for us, but there's a part of us that doesn't want to make that change. Perhaps we've tried and struggled to make the change, and it's still not happening. So we feel two ways about it. On the one hand, there's something good, and on the other hand, we recognize there's something not so good. Ambivalence is normal. We all experience it. Both sides of this ambivalence have value for us in some way. You know, if I'm drinking, maybe it's all my friends drink, and that's the way into my social circle. You know, on the one hand, I want to keep drinking with my friends, and on the other hand, I wish I could stop. I want a healthy baby, but smoking is such a big part of my life. One day I'd like to quit smoking, but it really helps me to de-stress. I work hard to eat healthy, and then I binge on sweets, right? It's those two sides. I have a lot of fun drinking at parties with my friends, but I sure don't like the hangovers the next day. Sometimes when you're talking with youth, you will hear hints about the possibility of change. With practice, you can learn to hear and pick up on these words. When we encourage change talk, and youth hear themselves talk about the possibility of change, they're more likely to make that change. These are some of the words you'll hear that signify the possibility of change. You'll hear desire. I wish I could. I'd like to. You'll hear ability. I know I can. I've quit before. I think I can. I could cut back. You'll hear their reasons. For my health, for my future, to keep the peace at home, to save money. You'll hear need. I need to, I should, I must. And then there's stronger change talk, and it sounds like this. It sounds like commitment. I will, I am, I'm quitting. You'll hear activation, which is a little bit less. I'm willing to, I'm considering. And you'll hear sometimes that they've already taken some steps. I bought nicotine patches. I've made an appointment. I cut back on one drink. Another effective strategy is that if you aren't hearing any change talk from the youth, you can ask an open-ended question that will help them start giving you some. For example, what would you like to have happen? That's about desire. What do you think you might be able to do? That's asking about their ability. What reasons do you have, if any, to make a change in your drinking? What do you think you should do? That's need. What will you do this weekend? What are you willing to do? What small step could you make to decrease your drinking? In this video, you've heard about the kinds of talk you might hear from a young person you are working with. If you would like practice sharpening your ears and identifying what you're hearing, you can go to the resource section of this website and open up the exercise called Identify Their Talk. In the next video, I will talk about listening. Thanks for watching.